Greetings. My name is Brad Dush, and this is my project task milestone final project for Business 315, our leadership and communications class. It's called the Newsletter Planner, and it's designed with the idea of people sometimes, like myself as a pastor, I'm frustrated trying to create meaningful and creative content for my church newsletter. And this tool is designed so that it will help people organize and plan the content a year at a time. It will link directly to a Word document where you create the content. Now, you might have to go ahead and, as I explain later, you might have to recreate the links for your storage system, whether you're using a Google Drive or iCloud, perhaps the OneNote or the OneDrive from Microsoft, or any other cloud storage that's out there and available for companies and churches. So you might have to edit some of the hyperlinks in it so that it goes from one document to the next. But then the other good thing about it is it's going to store in the cloud, and as a result of storing in the cloud, you'll be able to have all of your team access it and add content. All right, so now here is the Newsletter Planner how-to guide. All right, welcome to this guide on how to access the newsletter tool. First, you'll download the newsletter tool or the newsletter planner with the link provided from the Google Drive. And the reason it's in a Google Drive as opposed to another format is it's an easy, accessible cloud storage area. But you'll download that particular tool, and what you will have, and you can store this any kind of a cloud system that you would like. It is set up to be used with Microsoft Excel and Microsoft Word. But you'll have a folder here labeled Newsletter Planner. You'll just click on that, open it up, and then you'll see there is the Primary Newsletter Planner tool. Primary Newsletter Planner tool. So go ahead and click on that, and that will bring up your Excel document. And that Excel document is the first piece of the puzzle. Well, there we go. Let me bring it back up here. And what you have here now are several different things going on. You have a spreadsheet called Year at a Glance, and then you have January through December. You can really utilize this tool, and you can create it so that it is unique to your organization, your church. And so what you'll see here is you have an area on this very first spreadsheet called monthly recurring submissions. So these items right here happen to appear in pretty well every month's edition of our newsletter at the church. Then you have an area for calendar specific events to where you can go and you can look at your calendar and you can take and you can place and put these events there. This particular spreadsheet is set up so that you can plan out a year in advance. Now, there seems to be a little bit of redundancy in what I've designed, but understand part of it is it's how my brain works. I like to be organized. I like to use Excel spreadsheets to do that. They don't do anything fancy other than just organize things. So this gives me an opportunity to right away identify the things that need to be in each one of those months. And I can sit down and when I'm planning with my secretary or one of my leaders in the church, we can schedule things, we can put it immediately on here, and then it's going to tell me that I need to make sure to type up something about the Ash Wednesday service that's going to happen on February 14th. And then when you jump over here to January, you have all these reoccurring areas, and I've provided a little space here for you to make some notes, jot some notes in there. This is not designed for you to type the content itself. This is just the notes. And so what you'll see then up here, it says go here to the Word document, and you'll actually be able to click and you'll pull up a Microsoft Word document. It pulled up on another one of my screens. And then here you have the January 2024 material that you can type in. And this is how you will actually type the content, use your spell check, use your grammar check, use Grammarly if you have it. and this way you can have all of your content. The big key is to save this particular set of folders in a drive that everybody on your team can access and keep it open, and then everybody will be able to access it. And so I think this is going to help me out a lot. I hope it helps you out a lot. The little video here on how to access it will be linked here, and you'll be able to just click that, and it'll take you to a YouTube video, this one that I'm recording right now, and it'll let you be able to find and access the information. So again, real simple setup. It's 12 Word documents or templates for each of the months and one Excel document. The Excel document has 13 spreadsheets on it. And what happens on these 13 spreadsheets, you have one that's just a place to kind of collate and store the data and kind of plan. And then you have months where you can make notes and go through and figure this out. And then each one of them has a link to go to the Word document where you're going to type the content itself. One piece of advice that I realized as I was working through this, there was a couple of things that I wanted to hopefully accomplish. One of them was to make this a seamless process, but you'll have to actually, when you download this to your drive, you might have to go in and change the link here and put that in. So the way you do that is you just right click and you go down here and you go to edit hyperlink, and it'll bring up your hyperlink. And see, I have it set to go to that folder, and it'll work in there. So you might have to, if you put it into a Google Drive, you put it into a cloud storage or something, you'll have to maybe go in and adjust those links, because what will happen is when you download this, you're not going to be able to access my personal drive, so the links won't work for you. So you might have to go through and edit those links. But hopefully this gives you an idea. I think what I'm going to do to implement this moving forward is every year I go on a sermon planning retreat. And when I do that, I'm just going to go ahead and add half a day to a day and just fill this out for the next year. So when I go this fall, I will fill this out for 2025. And then that way I've got just this template. I can add to the template. I can put things in and know what's going on in specific months. And it's just, I think it's going to be a very handy tool. So I hope you have an opportunity to use it and find it beneficial in your endeavors.